Good morning. We're here at the Caribe Royale Orlando in front of our newly opened Palms Ballroom, and I'm here with Chef David Hackett, our executive chef.
Very excited to have you with us at our Palms Ballroom. Today we're going to be really focusing on some stuff you can do at home, our reimagination of the Caribe Royale. We're really excited about it. Brought out some stuff that we're really going to be focusing on in the convention center. No more chafing dishes. We're using the beautiful pots. Everything's brand new, beautiful china that we're going to be having here. All glassware is all brand new. So it's really like opening a whole new convention center. We're really excited about the opportunity that we have. A lot of our colleagues are really excited as well. So we really wanted to showcase that. I'm preparing something that's, I think, really fun and very different that we do for some of our VIPs and groups that are really looking for that customization and really personal touches that we can do at the Caribe, certainly for the Palms and all the great space that we have. So today we're looking at a cannoli, right? Everything's dessert. Well, this is a savory cannoli that we're going to be doing with crab. You could do shrimp, even if you want to get creative, and make one of Cuban sandwich filling as well. So you're limited to your imagination. So I did two different styles of cannoli shells. This one is actually made with a crepe. So we made fresh crepes and we cut them into this circular diameter and then wrapped them and tied them and fried them. And then this is actually a flour tortilla. So you can see the difference in the two and the thickness of them both.
A little lighter and crisper.
Yeah, really lighter, and this is a little bit thicker, more durable as well. So I just did two for an option to show us. And then the recipe is really, really easy. It's fresh jumbo crab meat, some diced celery, jalapenos, cucumbers. I have scallions or chives, and then we have fresh cilantro. Using orange zest because I love the Florida feel, with the oranges. Dijon mustard, Florida-based seasoning, mayo, sour cream, and a little caviar for the ends, because every cannoli is either chocolate chips or pistachios or almonds and fun things like that. So I'm using caviar. You can use chives, and you can use crushed almonds as well. Peanuts, if you like, or cashews are very nice as well. And then just some of our salads that we're going to be composing with. Just a little bouquet of greens, some beautiful spring tomatoes, Peruvian blue potatoes, and some cucumbers and carrots and stuff that's really light. Our dressing is going to be super simple: extra virgin olive oil, some fresh squeezed Florida oranges, and just a little bit of citrus malt and salt on top.
Yeah, it looks like cheese.
It does, doesn't it? You'll have to taste it later. It's okay.
Exciting.
Shall we begin?
Yes, for sure.
Excellent. So again, I've already opened up the jumbo lump crab, and I've drained all the juice out of it. So it's pretty flaky, and it's very, very light and very refreshing. I should have you actually taste it. We'll get you a spoon so you can taste some of the lump crab before I use it.
Never say no to crab.
Right? Especially the jumbo lump. It's super sweet. It is the blue swimmer crab. When you are looking for crab, make sure you look for the blue swimmer crab. Red swimmer crab is actually dead crab. So there's a pungent difference.
Wow.
Used in a lot of Asian cuisine. So you really want to make sure you pay attention to what you're actually purchasing. So I'm going to add some our diced celery. Now I really finely chopped it. Reason being is because we've got to put it in a very small tube. It's not big like your mom's chicken salad. So we wanted to make sure that we did a very small brunoise with that.
I want to see how you do that someday. That looks difficult. Make it that tiny.
No, we have somebody else do it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. So our fresh chives, cucumbers, just for our crunch and texture, you want to add in there. I think my finger's not. Jalapenos.
You always bring the spice.
Always. It ties into my heritage, so everything I do, I like to add that jalapeno, that spice, that zest. Some fresh cilantro to bring in the coolness. I'm going to save some orange zest for the top to help us garnish our dish with. And then a pinch of Dijon mustard. Some Florida Bay seasoning. You can use Old Bay, but we're in Florida, let's use Florida Bay.
And what's that?
It's a mixture of different types of citrus and dried spice and oregano and fresh thyme. And it's all pulverized. Hellmann's mayonnaise. I love the way Hellmann's has that rich creaminess, a little bit of tartness as well with it that goes. And then I like to put sour cream to help offset some of that balance. And I do want to save some for the top of our dish, so I'm actually going to reserve some for later. Caviar we'll use for our garnish, and then we'll go from there. We need a more robust vessel to toss on the twist, so we're going to use a heavier spoon. Now I'm not going to use any salt and pepper because the crab has plenty of that in it. So we want to make sure that we're really keeping it light, fresh, not overpowering with salt. So I just want to make sure we're blending that really good. Just like a regular chicken salad or tuna salad that your mom used to make when you were a kid. So that's the same what we're going after. Now again, you want to make sure that we're not beating up, right? I'm folding it. I'm not beating up the crab. I want to make sure that the crab stays whole, it's visible, so people identify with that lump. You say you're using lump, you want to make sure that people can identify with that as well.
It's not crab with a K.
Right, exactly. And it's not the the imitation that you would find in a sushi restaurant. And the way I always kind of tell if I got enough moisture in it is to listen, right? Food is always visual, but it's also listening. If I push the spoon on the salad itself, you hear it's kind of slushy. You hear it. I think that has an indication of it being wet enough and dry enough. So I always listen for that. I don't know if a lot of people do the same, but as a chef, you're looking and you're also listening to the food also when you're making different creams and different products. So now that we have our crab, I'll have you taste it. Let me know if it needs anything.
Lucky. It's perfect.
Wonderful.
The crunchiness is wonderful.
It is nice. I'll take your spoon. I got
We got plenty of it.
a garbage vessel over here. So I do have a pastry bag. And again, I fold the pastry bag down around my hand if you've never used one before. And then when I put the product in there, I scrape it off with my thumb. So I'm sure everybody has tried to use one, wanted to use one, never felt comfortable using one. It's really quite easy. And since we're only going to do a couple cannoli shells, I'm just going to do a small amount. Pray that it squeezes out, we'll be okay. I'm just kidding.
And so you already cut it to the right size.
I did. I wanted it big and robust, almost the same size as this. But as as chefs, we communicate a lot with each other, so we're always bouncing ideas off of each other. So, I'm with the pastry chef. Make sure you feel from both sides, so you get it, so you don't ruin it. So I'm going to do the crab. So we're going to fill that in, and like he had said, we're just going to break it off, tap it in. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do the same to the other side. I'm going to have to squeeze a little bit more because there's a lump. And then use my fingers to kind of place it in. Yeah. All right, so now we got both sides. This one's actually got a big lump in it, so we just squeeze it a little bit more. And take this one and put that there. So now that's one of our cannolis. I'll do both. I'll do one in the tortilla and then one in the crepe.
Do you have a preference?
I don't. I like them both. I think a lot of people may like the crepe a little bit better because it's lighter. But the tortilla, the flour tortilla, is a lot more durable.
Some people are standing at parties and will fall apart in their hands.
Exactly. It's not a one bite. I've never tried to make them smaller than that, but again, it is nice for the application we're using it for today. I think it's perfect. It's a very unique salad. To me, salads at banquets and convention centers is such a very hard task to do unique and different. Everybody knows mixed field greens in a bowl with lettuce and tomato and cucumber. So we wanted to kind of change it up just to reflect the Palms Ballroom and again our whole reimagination of Caribe Royale, which is extremely important for us. So we got our beautiful new china here at the Caribe, many different sizes to work with. We even have a nice square plate just to do different desserts on it, different salad presentations.
I like the texture.
Yeah, it's pretty. It reflects the light, and the ballroom is really nice. So we really took time to really find what we needed. It's about durability. So for plate up, I'm just gonna, bring a lot of color into it. So we got a beautiful white plate. I got radicchio. I made these little bouquet garden lettuce wraps that staff can make. For plate up, it's super easy. So just lay down the lettuce wrap. I have some beautiful Peruvian blue potatoes I use as a stand, kind of a little notch there. And then a tomato, beautiful, beautiful spring tomato that I scored into sixes. And then I kind of open it up so it looks like a flower to represent, where we're at this time of the year and the season, spring. So I think that looks pretty cool. And I usually nestle it up on the side. And then I'll take which one you want. Should we use the crepe?
Crepe, yeah.
Crepe.
Beautiful.
So we'll put the Almost forgot the most important thing. You forget.
Yeah, once you gotta do that part.
So caviar, really don't want to touch it with a metal spoon or a knife or anything like that. So we use plastic. And I pick it up and I really just kind of pat it on. Right? So just kind of pat each side.
It's generous caviar.
We're at the Caribe Royale. Only the finest for our best. So I'm going to dab that on there. And then we're just going to place the cannoli on top of its little, on its little perch. And then I got a little bit of carrot to really bring out some of the color. And then a couple of cucumber ribbons to jazz this up a little bit. Again, not your traditional salad that you would normally get at a convention center. So we really wanted to make sure that something very unique and different, just like your experience would be if you would come to Caribe and join us for a convention and so forth. And I do have some beautiful citrus melt on salt. And then just to dress it, we're using something very light, extra virgin olive oil around it. I'm not using lemon, I'm actually using orange because we have orange in our cannoli. So we really want to tie in that orange flavor, that citrus flavor, with just some fresh orange on there. And then again, our beautiful sea salt, Meldon salt on top, mainly on, especially on the tomato.
It's like a little jewel. It's so perfect.
Right? That's it.